Hey YouTube, coming at you with the submitted video from Special Sum Dragonite Double Steel with Empoleon and Ferrothorn. And I will add the shadows on top right now because it is a Shadow Dragonite and a Shadow Empoleon. So as I'm doing that, I will read the bottom here. It says, "Hi Dan, I'm a pretty casual player. I've been playing for 5 seasons now. Not legend or anything. I'd say my skill level is probably veteran. I've barely scratched expert, so there's definitely some misplays. ABB style with double steel. I also ran it in the last Great League Remix Cup that had me in the high 2600s and low 2700s from the previous season. So they're running this team again. And the concept makes sense, right? So you have Ferrothorn and Empoleon, who it's one of those things where it's like neither are like any sort of top safe swap, but it's one of those where it's like they both provide enough pressure with like the Hydro Cannon and Steel Wings on like the Hydro Cannon and Steel Wing Empoleon, and then like a Bolt Seed power up Ferrothorn can apply some pressure in most neutral situations. Both Empoleon's kind of glassy, especially the Shadow, but the Shadow does add a lot of oomph there. And then both weak to fighting, Dragonite will resist fighting. So I'm interested to see it in action to see if it actually can hold up. The only sort of thing I see with this team as a potential weakness is Dragonite and Empoleon combo are very glassy. So where are you going to use your shields? So that's a terrible lead, but you have two steals in the back. Going Ferrothorn, like I said, Ferrothorn and Empoleon can both kind of somewhat act as steals, as safe swaps. Get hit with the Poliwrath, which, yes, you'll hit super effective with your Power Whip, but at the same time, they will hit very super effective with counters. Just an icy win. Hopefully you can get to another one here before they take you down. No, unfortunately. So now you're in the tricky situation where you didn't burn a shield there because you can't. You have to burn a shield here because of the icy wind. Now, potentially, I don't know if you can farm down, which you almost kind of need to, but you can't. And now you're going to have to try and sweep with Empoleon because you can't even get to a superpower here. So you come in here, which was a good answer. They have an electric, but Steel Wing Hydro combo may be able to outpace this thing. Thunder Shock is a pretty fast charging move. You have to shield this one for sure. But you do get to the move. It looks like you win CMP there because it looks like they both got to the move. So we'll take this out, and now it's, can you take this out before they get to a move here? Or the damage is holy. Okay, you do get to move, but holy damage. Don't even need to press the buttons. You're thinking this will KO from this range anyways, which it does. Okay, Pelipper lead. Going to stay in. Out comes the Steelix. You need to get out faster than this. You need to get out faster than this. You need to get out faster than this. Okay, I know you have superpower. Okay, I know you have superpower, and that will be super effective and do a ton of damage, or you're going to grab a shield. The problem is you just did 1, resisted Dragon Breath on them, 2, allowed them to do super effective Dragon Breath on you on a Pokemon that's already very glassy, and 3, let them just get a ton of energy. So you have Ferrothorn, which hits neutral with Bolt Seed, neutral with Power Whip, resist the Dragon Tails, resist the Psychic Fangs. You need to get into that matchup immediately. You cannot take this much damage on the Dragonite. I know you're going to grab a shield, but like they will shield. Now they're going to have, now your Dragonite's energy health is in half. Now they're at a move. Again, it's just a Psychic Fangs, but now they can like launch like 3 of these. So those are going to start adding up quick. Like you need to get out into Ferrothorn very, very quick when you see a matchup like that. There's no reason to let your Dragonite go down that much and give them that much energy. So they get the second one off. If they have like a crunch coming, maybe they just have Earthquake, but if they have crunch coming through here, like 2 times lowered would hurt. They just threw 2 Psychic Fangs in a row, so maybe they don't have it and they just let their Switch Claw come up, but now you've got to hit them with the Thunder. This will obviously one-shot if they let it go because that is double super effective. They have a Grass in the back, and they just let it go. They just like, get out of here. Okay. Again, a little slow on the swap. They come in with a Razor Leaf for it, which is a terrible answer because you are double resisting the Razor Leaf, so you can hit at least neutral with for Thunder. They could get to Aerial Ace, which is neutral, but the Razor Leaf is double resisted. The problem is Bullet Seed is also double resisted, and Thunder's only neutral, and it's non-stab, and it's from a Ferrothorn. So you do grab one shield here. Hopefully you can just chip here. They may try to commit to the farm down. It's going to be aggressive. They're probably going to have to throw because you can just go Power Whip at this point. Yeah. So they're going to have to throw, which is okay. Take this. Come back in Dragonite. They're maybe, okay, I was supposed to say, maybe have a move, maybe not. This is one worth staying in and getting this move off because, again, they're already down shield. So grab that second shield or take this out. You grab the shield, instant swap. Yep. Shadow Vic, get that Drill Peck off immediately. Get this out of here, and then you can just start shielding and hydro cannoning this Probopass. And it's not surprising it's a Shadow Vic. Like, you should be able to recognize that it's just a fast move damage team because, like, Probopass kind of plays that. It's not the exact same. It's a Rock Throw Probopass, so you can kind of be like, oh, that's fast move damage Pokemon. And then you get hit with the Tropius Razor Leafer. I'm like, okay, that's a very obvious Shadow Pokemon. Common Ferrothorn. There we go. Yay. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. You should make that switch quick. I'm kidding about being a jerk. So, good swap. They do have the crunch, right? That is a little trickier. Ooh. Ugh, you're in trouble here. So, right now you should be recognizing that Empoleon is going to have to sweep here. Right? Because you're going to lose this matchup. Dragonite's going to come back in and only get a little bit of farm because they're going to take you out here before you get to a move. Dragonite's not going to get enough farm. Maybe you can like sting and get to... Okay, just hopefully you can get this off and grab a shield or something. But you should already be recognizing that Empoleon is your win condition. Okay, that's fine. Come Dragonite and let every fast... Let the charge moves go. We don't care about this. You cannot stay in and get farmed down, though. So you got to instant swap. Okay, here we go. And it has a Gligar, and this is where you use your shield advantage. This will probably take out if they let it go. Even though they're going to bait, it's worth the shield to me. I know they're going to bait. That's fine. We're just going to get this out of here anyways, because you're only going to get to one move anyways. So there's no point of risking that it's not going to be that. Take it out. Have a shield advantage. We've seen the crunch, and you're going to see a Hydro if they let you. Okay. Zweilous. Gonna instant swap. Okay. Okay. What the hell just happened there? Okay. Okay. Both of you made questionable plays there. I understand wanting to draw out. If you stay in that matchup, Dragonite versus Zweilous are just going to kill each other. And you have two steals in the back, so you want to try and draw out a fighter. Understand that. Ferrothorn has to be... I'm not going to say the worst answer, but a terrible answer to Zweilous. Everything's resisted, right? It's a dragon. So grass is resisted and thunder's resisted. I understand that Dragon Breath is also resisted. But they have... What is it? Crunch? No. Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse. Which would be neutral. So if they were smart, they could very easily stay in this matchup and you both do resisted moves, but your resisted charge moves are going to get outpaced and killed by their by their neutral Dark Pulse. So if they wanted to, they could just like stay in, throw the Dark Pulse and keep that matchup and then keep alignment. Coming in, letting you... So that was bad, I think, decision on your part. What their bad decision was, it was even worse, was letting you get energy, and then when you only have resisted charge moves, now coming into a Gligar, which is half ground, which will now take neutral to these Power Whips when you're already loaded with energy, and they can only do neutral against you. So they put themselves in a really awkward situation here, where it's just like you're already coming up, they'll get an Aerial Ace, but like, again, only neutral. And you're coming up on your second Power Whip, which is now going to put a lot of sort of pressure on them here to shield or go very low and lose swap. Yeah, like maybe they come back in there. Okay, yeah. If they should have come Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a great answer to Ferrothorn. But again, you wouldn't want to come Poliwrath after you let the Ferrothorn get a ton of energy. You want to make that switch immediately. So I think that's just about like knowing your matchups and stuff. Going to shield up the Icy Wind and get sniped. Again, it's just Body Slam or Dark Pulse. I don't know about this double shield. No, because now they can Dark Pulse you. They can just shield and Dark Pulse you and take you low and then... Or just let this go and then try and sweep with Poliwrath. Yeah, because then they could just get to the Icy Wind and take you out. You can't double shield there. You can't burn that last shield when you have Empoleon left in the back there. Okay, so bad lead coming Ferrothorn. Did I just copy the same one twice, or did you copy the same one twice? Okay. We'll see what happens here, because this is looking a lot like the other ones so far. Unless that Poliwrath was a shadow last time? I forget. Okay, this is different. Power Punch is very different. Hopefully you can get to another move before they take you down. I don't think it's worth shielding. And here's why. They'll live this move. And now it's a 1v1 shield if they let this go. Okay, you grab 2 shields, which is okay, but they'll still get to an Icy Wind here. I guess not. I still don't like that shield. I'm actually surprised they shielded, because I think they could have let that go. There was no point of going down 2 shields there. If I was them, so I do not know why they let it go down 2 shields. This will hurt a lot. Yeah, because even if it's a bait Hydro, you'll live the next Hydro, and they have to go with Quick to try and take you out. Your opponent kind of threw that. There's no reason to double shield there. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, Gudra. Again, Ferrothorn is not a good answer, and they will hit you with a Toxicroak, which is a fantastic answer to Ferrothorn, because Bullet Seed very resisted, Thunder neutral, but counters adding up real fast. They could just Mud Bomb to take you out before you get to a move here. That is exactly what they're going to do. So they will keep Switch. How good is Switch when it's going to be a mirror match at best anyways? I don't know. Because at best it's a mirror match and you got the charge move. But you're so low that if they want, they could shield and just take Switch. And that's what's going to happen. And you are not going to let them. So I would shield this up. Yeah. They're not getting out, which means that they may not have the best answer to you immediately, or it's a mirror match. Okay. So it's just a mirror match. You can Hydro this. It does probably, was like 50% in a mirror match here? Yeah. Getting the second one off immediately, because again, put that pressure on them to figure out what they want to do. They're going to shield. I think because you outpace. Yeah, you could. It's close. I think, can you take them out before they get you out is the only question. Because now you're going to have to shield and hope that you can Dragon Breath down before they Steel Wing you down. Or get to another move. And it's going to be close because it's resisted. And now they're going to snipe you. Yeah, it was really close. That was a kind of tricky one. Because why I think I would have shielded, it was that exact scenario. Like what I was worried about happening is that those neutral Steel Wings are going to do quite a lot on a very glassy Dragonite that's already pretty low. And you only have resisted Dragon Breath, right? So they're going to take you low enough, and then they're going to have enough bulk and fast move damage on the Dragon Breath to take you out in a second. Whereas if you like shield this and take them out, it's unlikely that they can Dragon Breath you down, and those Steel Wings would add up on them, so it forces them to throw energy, and then you could probably Dragon Breath them down first. So I think you have to shield this one here to take this out, have some health, and then put some like put some of that energy on them, like the Steel Wing damage on them. So good lead. They do have Disarming Voice. So although Incinerate is resisted, and this will do a lot of damage, they could get to at least 1, maybe 2 before you take them out. I still think it's probably worth the double shield and come out with energy if that's the case. I do not know if I would not. Yeah, I was about to say, if they can't get it right back to back, I would definitely force this shield. And there we go. If it's a Charmer or an Ice, you auto swap. If it's anything else, just try and get the move off and then just sacrifice it at this point. Yeah, it's kind of, and this is where the ABB style teams get tricky. So you land the superpower, which is huge. This is where the ABB style teams get tricky. If you have like a good lead and you want to stay in, you now leave yourself vulnerable in the back to these like fighters and stuff. So if they have a fighter in the back, like Double Dark, like Scrafty or something, this could be a little tricky in the end game here, but they stayed in and just got full farm down, so they probably don't. Haunter is so glassy, and with so much of a energy advantage, this game is just over. Yeah, you cannot let a Haunter see a very fully loaded Empoleon. That's just a bad time coming. Okay, Swampert. So Swampert's a good lead. 100% worth, again, staying here. That was fast. Could it be a Sludge Wave or is it just a Hydro? Yeah, just a Hydro, but Hydros still chip a ton. And going to catch the Aerial Ace. Everything is resisted here. Wing Attack, Aerial Ace, and then the Ice and Water, so that is great. Steel Wing is also resisted, but Drill Peck is neutral. So that is good. I would not want to take a third one unnecessarily here, so I would probably throw before. That's so close. I was going to say it's going to be... Oh, okay, 1 HP. I was going to say it's going to be very close to see if you live or not. You have a move. I'm almost throwing blind, like Hydro blindly. Yeah, even if it's like a resisted Hydro, I'm still throwing it almost blindly just to get it off. Yeah, you can come Ferrothorn and just fast move Bullet Seed here. And they get out of the matchup because I think they know it's not a good situation. Okay, last one, Goodra mirror match. Not mirror match, but like mirror dragon match. Again, okay, that's fine. Yeah, Goodra doesn't really have anything to throw at you either, so they're going to get out into what is a generally more favorable matchup. Shield up 1. They could Icy Wind you, lower your attack. I don't think it takes out, but it'll lower it. Another Power Punch one. Okay. They double shield. I'm never a fan of... Yeah, they'll get this Icy Wind back, potentially. Is it Icy Wind or is that just a Power Punch? No, it's just an Icy... Yeah, it is. I was supposed to say, they'll get that Icy Wind back. You should be able to take it out before. But now, again, putting yourself in a situation where you're down a shield early, like down to 0 shields early, is really a tough situation. So come in here. Eventually get to Reggie. Gotta hope this does at least 50 so you can just take this out in 2. Or the Steel Wings add up enough that you can take it out with that. Obviously shield everything. I would, if I could, try and farm a little bit more. Let's see if they lower your attack here. Yeah, try and get a little bit more energy here. Yeah, okay, now go. Yeah, good. Good. Recognizing that you need a bit of energy coming out of this for the Drill Peck on the Goodra. Because Thunder Punch will hurt, so you need to try and chip this so you can just Dragon Breath it down. Thunder Punch, I assume will take out a Empoleon super effective from this range. But now you should be able just to fast move down. Yep, good job there getting the extra energy. Yeah, so the only couple things I have to say is like I said, in that Steelix matchup, you can't take that damage on the Dragonite. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta switch a little bit faster. Sometimes you switch. And this is where this team has a little bit of flaws. Like Ferrothorn, with the Dragon lead, you're like, it's a neutral. We're just gonna kill each other. But then like, so Empoleon would be safer against the Dragons, honestly, to a certain extent. I know Goodra also has Thunder Punch, so like resisted Dragon Breaths are gonna add up, and then a super effective Thunder Punch is a kind of tricky situation to put yourself in. So I understand the mindset with Ferrothorn, but Ferrothorn is also kind of walled against a lot of those Dragons. But maybe Power Up takes them out better than the resisted Aqua Tail Thunder Punch. So it's kind of tricky there. But anyways, thanks for the submission. Appreciate it. I'm plowing through these. I'm doing so many on my first day back just to try and get ahead and start pumping these videos out. And let's get back on a normal schedule. So I appreciate the submissions. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.